How do you affect external reality? By understanding the waves and particles theory. So, when you are experiencing the external reality as it is, and you do not want to hinder anything but get into a state of acceptance that everything is perfect, everything is in a state of harmony. You are literally moving in waves and flow and in a state of synced, aligned state with what is happening on the external reality. But when it comes to changing what's on the outside, and you're not affected, you are affected by what's happening on the outside, and you want to change what's happening on the outside because you're not happy with it and you want to alter the external experience. That's where you feel a sense of stiffness, a sense of particularized existence within. And literally, by playing with the particle and literally allowing love to formulate in that particle and continuing to flow in that state and allowing that energy to be in a state of harmony and readjusting it to the state through focus. Quantum physics talks about that whenever we focus on a molecule with a particular intention, by the virtue of our observation, the molecule is impacted by our intention. So if we are focused on that particle or molecule with the focus that you are already having what you desire, you have already experienced what you desire, that's literally emitting out the excess of energy that it has stored, and it's relaxing in a state of alignment and flow. And when you're in that state of alignment and flow, you have manifested that frequency and you have already gotten into that consciousness where that is manifesting, and it takes seconds, like literally seconds. You can go from 0 to 100 in a second. You can manifest anything out of thin air. And to manifest anything out of thin air, it's to locate the aspect of the external experience within, or locate the dot or sensation within. I have talked about this in details in my quantum manifestation course, which you will find in the description box below. Go ahead, check it out. It actually talks about it in so much details, and it actually explains to you how the dispersion is happening and how by the virtue of the dispersion there is a shift in your internal waves, and how your internal waves are shifting to articulate in a state of frequency to impact the external reality. So the external reality is literally a holographic representation of our internal molecular configuration, and by the virtue of change of your internal molecular configuration, you can change your external experience. So whether you want to manifest health, wealth, relationship, anything and everything, the key to manifest that is to realize that wherever the external reality is causing that inner collision, the point of coercion, the coercion point is where the collision is being felt. And wherever you are feeling that collision on the inside, by sensing the frequency of it's all happening, you have that you desire, you experience that sensation, the core coercion point where you are feeling the pressure building up, you observe the point of pressure with the focus, with the intent, that point of coercion, that point of internal pressure where the upsurging pressure is getting emitted. Over there, you observe it as everything has worked out. it's coming to a state of alignment. It's coming to a state of harmony. And when you are observing it, you are allowing the cortisol to change its molecular arrangement and transmute to a state where it's formulating to become endorphins. And when that endorphin structure is formulated, you literally allowing that formulation to further streamline to a state where you are manifesting a state internally of oxytocin and serotonin. And when you are embodying that frequency of oxytocin and serotonin, you're bound to have thoughts like everything is working out for you, you're feeling love, you're feeling like a beacon of love, you're feeling like a being of love. And by the virtue of being love, by the virtue of embodying love, by the virtue of holding the frequency of it's working out for you, you have that desired health, wealth, relationship status that you desire, and observing the internal sensation in that state. So if you are in your head affirming that, this is why I do not really talk a lot about robotic affirmation, because this is where it is glitched. If you are in your head talking like, I have a lot of money, everything is working out for me, and inside you are having conglomerated states of excess of cortisol, your particles are literally coursing with a lot of pressure, it's not gonna work. So you need to literally observe over here at the core quotient point, and this is where you redirect that I am the one who is in the frequency where everything is working out for me. I am vibing in the frequency where I have the money, I have the relationship, I have the health that I desire. And as you are vibing in that frequency, it's naturally affecting its biochemical waves on the outside, and that is furthermore impacting the external simulation, which is affecting your reticular activating system to focus on only on that observation or POV or perspective of it working out. And as all of these fall in place, it literally is affecting the external reality to flip to the vortex or frequency, and it's pushing you to the reality, immediately to that timeline where everything is working out for you, and you are literally pushed to that frequency instantly, because the external reality is perceived through how you literally see it. You believe what you see, like you literally see what you believe. So whenever you are looking at a reality, you're looking at it through the lens of where you're dwelling within, based on your experiences, thoughts, perspective, and awareness. And when you transcend all of those dimensions and really look at that external reality and realize that this external reality is a holographic representation of my internal aspects or molecules, and whatever I'm experiencing on the outside, whether I like it or not, it is actually a reflection of what's happening within. And if you want to enhance the goodness, or you want to change what's happening, you need to realize that how am I sensing about it. Whatever you are sensing, wherever you are vibrating at on the inside, it is that vibration of your molecule which has to change. It is your observation of this core molecular pattern which has to shift. And as this is shifting, as this is changing, this is impacting the external environment first within, and is affecting your RAs, which is naturally changing your thoughts, feelings and emotions, and then there is a change of your hormones taking place, and together there is a biochemical reaction which is creating a wave which is impacting the external wave, and that they are furthermore interacting with each other, and through that interaction you are finally being pushed to a dimension and frequency where suddenly you're observing the same reality through a different lens and experiencing different results. And it is a magic of particles and waves.